How to compliment a girl on her looks without being a creep. Welcome to BeyondAges.com. I'm Melanie, and today we'll be looking at how you can effectively compliment a woman on her appearance. Believe it or not, there are some things to be cautious of when complimenting a woman. I'm going to go over some common mistakes men can make that take a genuine compliment and make it sound creepy. Let's cover some of those now so you can learn from their mistakes. If at the end of the video you still have more questions, don't forget to check out BeyondAges.com for a ton of extra tips as well as end-to-end video courses to meet and attract beautiful women. Don't start the conversation this way. The worst thing you can do is open up with a line about how pretty she is. She doesn't know your name, who you are, or what you're even doing there. And at best, you'll get politely shut down. You can really compliment a woman at nearly any opportunity, but don't lead the conversation with it unless you've at least introduced yourself. Complimenting women the right way is all about creativity. Guess what most men do when they compliment a woman on her looks? They say something like, "Wow, you look amazing," or "You're so beautiful." Unfortunately, women who are really stunning hear these all the time. At a certain point, it loses any real meaning to them. Instead, you need to stand out and grab their attention. Rather than saying, "Your smile is so pretty," say something like, "Oh, you just made my day with that smile." The difference in wording and the small amount of creativity just made this compliment infinitely more appealing. Also, if she has a defining physical trait, she's likely been complimented about it a million times. Choose something else, could be more refreshing for her and separate you from the hordes of other guys that have complimented her before. You also need to make sure your compliment is genuine. A genuine and creative compliment is what will set you apart from the others. Put yourself in her shoes. Take a moment to think about this. How would you like to be complimented by other people? Do you really want strangers on the street coming up to you and saying, "Wow, you're so handsome and strong"? Chances are it would feel disingenuous. You might even think that they're just saying that because they want something. It's all about the wording and how vague they're being, right? It's no different for a woman if you were to approach them with an equally vague compliment. Wording and tone are important when you compliment a woman on her looks. When you're trying to give a compliment on her looks, don't sound like you're blown away by her appearance. Remember that she's just a regular person, just like you and me, and not some object of worship that's put on a pedestal. Also, don't sound like you're an old lecherous man who only cares about her body. Overly sexual comments about any part of her is going to come off creepy. You don't know each other yet, so slow your roll. Think about it more like you're complimenting a friend. If you keep the same tone and type of compliment, things will go so much smoother. Always give authentic compliments. Even a properly worded compliment in a perfect tone will only work if you make it authentic. Anything less will fall flat and make you look bad in the process. This means you should never pretend to like the things that you don't like or lie to try to impress her. If you're interested in her, there's obviously something you find attractive besides her body, right? Why not just tell her about that and be honest about it? It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. Examples of complimenting a woman on her looks. Now let's take a look at a realistic example. You may notice that she has very pretty hair, which she obviously spent a lot of time and effort maintaining. Don't just say, "Oh wow, your hair is so pretty." Instead, be a little more creative. You can even use a bit of playful humor in the delivery, particularly if you don't know much about women's hair. "I think I may have finally met someone with hair as beautiful as mine." It's genuine, it's complimentive, and you can easily reinforce it soon after. It also opens the door to some playful banter, which kicks you off in the right direction. If you really do have great hair too, you can get into a playful argument about it. On the other hand, maybe you're bald, which makes this compliment hilarious. Try not to overthink things and just have fun with your compliments. As long as you truly mean them and you aren't just focused on her body, there's a good chance it will be well received. Check out BeyondAges.com to learn more about how to go from here, including our expert courses for attracting women and taking things to the next level. Bye!